Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jordan Vega, and I'm going to be discussing the importance of maintaining a healthy body weight. So, a little bit of a background story on myself. I've been a certified nursing assistant for the last 11 years, so I've worked in healthcare now for a little bit over a decade, and I've taken care of many people that were sick due to their overweight, which caused both chronic and acute complications in their health. And to add a little more credibility to the story, is that I myself am a person who deals with fluctuating in weight in and out of a healthy body mass index or BMI. Um, I fluctuate between anywhere between like 10 to 15 pounds outside of parameters, which puts myself and many other individuals at risk for diseases such as heart disease and type 2 diabetes, um, issues with cholesterol, insulin resistance. So there's many complications that can occur um, due to being overweight. So, the purpose of my demonstration speech for today is going to be discussing the importance of maintaining a healthy body weight and how to achieve this goal. So, many times you'll see online companies trying to push their narrative and sell products that help you lose weight at a fast rate with little to no effort, and there's always a catch, it always affects your body at some point in time, and you just as easy as you can lose the weight, you'll regain the weight. So it's not really recommended to fall for the hype that these companies build trying to sell their products. So, according to the Cleveland Clinic, the most effective way and the best way to lose weight is at a slow pace over the course of a long period of time versus in a on a rapid short time frame, because if you lose weight too quickly, you're more than likely to gain the weight back quickly, which is something that nobody wants after losing weight that they don't want, excess weight that they don't want. So, an interesting quote that I found by a author by the name of Jerry Pinkney, who's famous for writing the story "The Tortoise and the Hare," once said that slow and steady wins the race, which essentially is what the information that I found from the Cleveland Clinic also states. So, some of the benefits, obviously, to eating healthy and exercising is gaining muscle mass, improving endurance, preventing chronic and acute diseases that can affect your quality of life. So it's very important to keep the benefits in mind, which helps you set a goal. Once you have a goal, it's easier to stay on track to achieve the goal versus taking it one day at a time, which is how people tend to lose their motivation. It happens to the best of us. So here I have a chart that illustrates the body mass index, and it is by the CDC, and it also states that over 100 million people in the US today are considered to be obese. Now, obesity obviously leads to many health complications such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, it can even lead to cancer, and it can even lead to mortality, which is not something that anybody wants for themselves nor their family members. So this just here illustrates kind of where you want to fall, what parameter you want to fall into to have a optimum health and to increase your quality of life. So my first main point is that eating a more plant-based diet is not only essential but ideal for optimal health And this chart actually illustrates the Mediterranean diet and how people who eat a Mediterranean diet follow like their guidelines, you know. So essentially you want to be following the same guidelines. And as you can see, up at the top is animal products such as any kind of meat and any kind of sweets, right? And those are things that you don't really want to have much of in your diet. Ideally, you want to have more nuts and seeds. You want to have whole grains, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats. So meat, specifically red meat and pork, are ideally not meats you want to consume too much of, especially not low quality, cheap price meats. So, continuation to that argument, that main point is that these types of eating habits can decrease the rate of obesity and diseases, right? So the way it does that is by boosting your immune system, reducing inflammation, which then in turn helps you obtain a healthy body weight. It lowers your risk of developing cancer, and pretty much all you have to do is consume as much fiber as you can on a daily basis to achieve that. Not too difficult, not too complex of a concept to follow. My second main point is to here with this chart, what it's illustrating is the rates that people of different ethnicities here in the U.S. and even genders are affected by diseases related to overweight, such as obesity, hypertension, heart disease, type 2 diabetes. And this is from here from the US from 2017 to 2018. And these were the rates back then. They're higher actually now. America seems to be only getting worse with all of these diseases. They're becoming more prevalent, more people are becoming affected, which is why I urge you guys to take my advice with a grain of salt, and engage in healthy lifestyle habits and eating behaviors. So again, with my second main point is that eating, especially low quality animal products, is something you want to steer away from. Ideally, eating very moderate amounts of animal protein is ideal, but for those who simply can't avoid it, higher quality meat products are going to be ideal. You always want to go for organic, USDA, non-genetically modified. Animal products cost a little more, but you can get them at places like Whole Foods and Sprouts, and it's not too expensive and it's worth the extra money if you don't plan on completely eliminating animal protein from your diet. And then my final main point is that just with 30 minutes of moderate exercise daily can decreases one's body mass index, which reduces your chances of developing disease due to obesity. So this is another chart that also illustrates the body mass index and how maintaining a healthy body mass index can help increase your overall health and reduce uh, your chances of developing disease. And pretty much, it's not really a one size fits all when it comes to exercise. Um, you can engage in 30 minutes of walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, strength training, pretty much whatever helps you stay motivated and whatever you're more into is going to be what's going to be best for you. It's not what other people recommend, but what you're willing to engage in. So, in conclusion, eating healthy and exercising 30 minutes a day is the most ideal lifestyle habits you can adopt to live a better life, have quality of life, and remember that losing weight quickly isn't the way. It's slow and steady wins the race. And here are my references that I use for this demonstration speech. Thank you guys for listening.